Because I love playing guitar, and I love playing guitar, though only in the context of playing with other people. To sit alone in my room and play just was never fun for me. But if I could go over to someone else's house who also played guitar, or the best thing ever was to go to someone's house who had a drum kit and get to jam with a drummer. That was the best. Playing guitar in the context of playing in a group for me was basically the most fun I could ever have as a kid, and it's something that I strive to do as much as possible. When did I know that my band was special? I'm not quite sure I have come to that realization yet. I don't know. I don't even know how to answer that question. When did I know my band was special? Maybe 1987 on our third album, on Among the Living, because that's, I guess, in a tangible way, I was able to see how we went from playing to 500 people at the start of a tour to just about 7-8 months later, we were playing to 5,000 people. And so I could tangibly see that people around the world were connecting to what we were doing in just a very big way. So by all those people showing up to our shows, I guess that's when I realized we must be doing something special, that this many people around the planet, are really into and connecting with what we're doing. Well, as a kid, I wanted to be a baseball player, and those were my two big loves. Well, that and comic books. Comics, baseball, and music. I was kind of a short kid. I'm a short adult. So baseball was probably never truly going to be in the cards, even though in my mind I thought I was a great baseball player. Comics, on the other hand, I was probably reading comics. I was reading comics long before I ever even played guitar. So I'd like to think I would have gotten into that world somehow, on the writing end of things. So to make a really long answer short, I would like to think I would have written comic books. Oh, for sure. I mean, I don't think you could help feeling anxious. You spend, let's say on average, minimum 2 years of your life, let's say writing and recording a record. So you've put 2 years of your life, into that process. And then you basically have to hand that over to other people to do their job. And at best, you could just hope that, people are now going to do their job, whether it's marketing, promoting, distributing. Everyone else has to do their job as well. So it's like taking your kid to school for the first time and leaving him there with strangers. In essence, it's, you're handing this thing that you put your blood into, and then just hope that people don't fuck it up. So yeah, I guess I've been anxious and nervous every record we've ever made. No, I've never felt that. Physically, I've never had any kind of problems on tour. Luckily, we've been on the road since 1984, and a lot of it's been pretty grueling over the years, especially as you get older, but I've never felt lacking physically, ever. Emotionally, it has certainly gotten tougher for me personally in the last 2 years, because I have a son, and he's now aware of Daddy leaving. So, and it bums him out when Daddy leaves, and I use FaceTime and Skype and iChat and all the things, that technology has given us to communicate with each other, which in one way makes it easier because I do get to see my family when I'm away. But at the same time, it's hard because you see your son, and your son is upset that you're not home with him, and he really doesn't understand what it means for Daddy to have to go to work and fly around the world and, be far away. So emotionally, it's tough, but I still love what I do so much that, it's not like I really have a choice. Yankee Stadium on the Big Four in 2011 was definitely the most emotional. Unless I'm forgetting something really obvious, but the first thing that comes to mind is the Yankee Stadium show, because for us as New Yorkers, and for most of us as lifelong Yankee fans, to get to do what we do on the ground, that our heroes have been doing it for so long, was just a moment that I never thought would happen. Not that I didn't think we would ever be in a position as a band to play like a venue that size. It's just that Yankee Stadium never really would do shows. Whenever they would have stadium shows in New York, generally it would be out at Giant Stadium, the football stadium out in New Jersey. So when we found out we were getting to play Yankee Stadium, it was just amazing, because before the Big Four show, the shows I remember them having are like Paul McCartney, Billy Joel, and the Pope. So the fact that we got to play there it wasn't even a dream come true, because I never thought it would happen. I just didn't even think it was possible. So playing that venue, like I said, as a New Yorker and as a Yankee fan, it was pretty fucking intense. My 15-year-old self, so that would have been, I turned 15 the end of '78, so 1979. I would think my 15-year-old self would be pretty fucking happy with the way things turned out, because I was 15 in 1979, and goddamn all I cared about was playing guitar and trying to form a band and going to concerts. That's all I cared about. So if my 15-year-old self would know that in just a few more years he was going to start a band and be going on 32 years at this point in that band and have such a career like Anthrax has had, I think my 15-year-old self would be very, very fucking excited.